Hello, gamers. It is Pineapple Owl back again, continuing the Story of Kratos series. We last left off having escaped Helheim after Atreus was kidnapped by Boulder, and then Kratos thwarted said kidnapping by throwing them into Helheim. So we have now left, and then we found, as we were leaving Helheim, Kratos, Atreus, and Mimir found a clue on one of those hidden lore boards where it basically alluded to Tyr, the Norse god of war, having a secret way to Jotunheim, which is where they're trying to scatter Kratos' dead wife's ashes. But on today's episode, I think I'm going to crack down on some of those side quests, because there's a couple quests. There's a quest for each dwarf. And then a couple other just world quests. Now we have all the items in the game, weapons and abilities tied to them, so we should be able to, with relative ease, be able to unlock any potential secrets in those optional areas. So I'm gonna just focus on that for today's episode.
Now we just need to figure out what door this key opens. It has to be somewhere around the temple.
Let's see, where's this default map button? Map button. Oh, I can't talk. Yeah, so it's northeast on it. Basically that way.
Oh.
Might have been. That was. Yeah, I maybe we'll grab that one. It's right there.
You're right. Now that we've got the key, we can
That's
open that
another
big door
side quest.
anytime we want. Let's explore.
It's in the side quest of finding a bunch of scattered bones. There's a ghost promised that it could rekindle us with a dead loved one.
So Odin and Freya could have been happy, but he only wanted her magic?
Aye. Sadly, despite his wise counselors' best efforts to persuade him that peace was the only true path to stave off Ragnarok, Odin never let go of his obsession with Jotunheim. The taste of Vanir magic led him to new forms of experimentation and new levels of depravity.
Because I remember I actually came here earlier and didn't have to come back when I can get everything. No sense in going through an area twice, right? See, on this side quest, the ghost promised that they could let us talk to a dead loved one. So that's why Atreus was insistent, obviously, on doing it, because we can then eventually talk to his mother.
These bones pulse with magic.
It must be Golvi. Could we just hold on to it? Maybe we'll find the rest of them.
This spirit lies to you, boy.
How would you know?
I have known many spirits. They are all liars.
This one is different. I know it.
You know very little.
Right behind! Sorry, kid. Bring him down. Enemy down.
Done.
Dust of the Realms. Yeah, so you can use that to upgrade various different talismans, so it's definitely worth grabbing that stuff.
Hey, it's a fragment of a language cipher. We should look for more like this.
Ah, Fafnir. I always wondered what became of him.
Wait, Fafnir? Fafnir's storeroom, Fafnir?
Very one.
But Sindri said he was a dwarf.
He was. And now he's a dragon. Funny how life works, isn't it?
He's chained up.
Perhaps we should keep an eye out for binding shrines and free the poor bastard. Aye, lads?
Health, that's cool.
How did your friend become a dragon, Amir?
Oh, he's no friend of mine. His throat was a constant source of annoyance amongst Aesir and Barrier alike.
Then why?
Trust the recently liberated brother. No one deserves to be held captive like this.
Hang on!
It's the hardest build, baby. Gotta do a lot of dying.
your side.
Never answered the boy's question, Ed. How did this dwarf become a dragon?
I don't know for certain, though I'd wager his penchant for stealing magical artifacts had something to do with it. Must have stolen a trinket from the wrong Vanir goddess.
That'll do it.
Father!
How did he not fucking die? Seriously? God damn it.
On my way!
lad. A lot's changed since we last crossed paths. I had legs.
Sir.
There you go, you wee little bugger. Free. Well, Dragon hasn't done much for his personality.
Brilliant scale of the chain. Water perk activation chance for blizzard attack. There you go. Side quest complete.
Look here.
There's just some lore on fashion. Alrighty, one side quest done. Over here. I guess better just look at the map. Bones. Mines, that's probably for the Brock, and... Oh. I guess that wasn't... Oh, okay, so I guess that wasn't the side quest I thought it was. That was just optional dragon area. Okay, there you go. Nonetheless, something I need to get done. So I guess we'll just, yeah, continue on with the quest. The bones, I guess.
What's that down there? Okay. Obviously the marriage to Odin didn't last. But how did Frey end up a hermit in the woods?
Oh, that was a singular piece of cruelty, even for Odin. As if the marriage wasn't punishment enough. Freya was better to him than he deserved. She stuck it out through all manner of indignity, all in the name of maintaining peace and safety for her people. But Odin's madness, his tyranny, his corruption of her magics, it became more than she could stomach, and at long last she broke it off. Odin's wrath was fierce, and his curses upon her were more than she dared to fear.
But her magic was so much stronger than his.
After so much time together, he knew her vulnerabilities, and exploited them to craft curses she could never break.
Oh. Like not being able to leave Midgard.
Worse still, he robbed her of her warrior spirit. Freya cannot fight, even to defend herself. No living thing may she harm by blade nor spell. In a world this belligerent, what choice does she have but isolation?
Poor Freya. I guess if I was her, I'd spit in your face too.
Aye, lad. So would I.
Both are Freemont.
Are you okay?
No, son. My goods are underwater. My men are drowned, and yet their bodies continue to walk the beaches.
Hellwalkers. They plague these lands.
I was their captain. They died because of me. But these abominations sully their memories. I will find a way to free them from their tortured state. In this, I am determined. A thunderstorm scattered all three of my ships across the lake. I know not what I did to anger Thor. But his judgment was swift.
Ready and wait.
Like, can you grab the fucking thing?
Golvik's bones.
What will you say to her?
To Golvik?
Your mother. What have you left unsaid?
I guess... I just want to know if she's okay.
She is dead, boy.
I know that. You don't understand.
Neither do you.
It would appear I've been up here already. So that's obviously Boulder's dragon, the one that you killed when he kidnapped Atreus. And yep, that's got open too. Yes, I've definitely been here before. Alright, cool. Hello.
discovered opportunities for hunting and trade in these lands. I gave up my search for Jotunheim long ago. Leave that for the younger.
What would you say to Mom?
Nothing.
Nothing?
There is nothing left to say.
What about everything we've done so far? That man coming to the house? Talking to the world serpent? We've done so many amazing things. I just want to tell her about them. Don't you?
What else would you say to her?
I tell her that we're both okay. Not to worry about us.
Atreus, I miss her too. You know this.
I thought I knew very little.
What the hell did you get on this little beach here?
Mimir, why did you say Tyr felt responsible for what Odin did to the giants?
There was an incident shortly after the forging of Mjolnir, when Tyr arranged a diplomatic meeting between Odin and the giant kings. Well, this was when the Long War was young, when victory was still a thing dreamed of, and the Jotnar might have tipped the balance between Aesir and Vanir. Odin had persuaded Tyr that the hammer was merely a deterrent, a means to broker peace from a position of strength. Tyr was hopeful to convince all parties they would prosper best through peace. He knew the giants were deeply concerned about the hammer, a super weapon in hands they did not trust. But they trusted Tyr. Tyr always believed the best in people, and taking Odin at his word in his desire for peace, he brought the Raven King to Jotunheim. From there, things unraveled quickly. The giants anticipated Odin's trickery and exposed his true agenda to spy and steal their secret wisdom. With magics, they expelled Odin from their realm and cursed him never to return. Frustrated, Odin visited his fury upon the giants of Midgard. Thor unleashed Mjolnir's might upon any giant he could find. None could stand against the tide of slaughter that followed. And at last, it seems, with Tyr's aid, they retreated. The tower disappeared, no giants could be found in Midgard, and no man nor god has set foot in Jotunheim since.
I think you fight an ogre here. You do. Remember this being a moderately difficult fight, but I guess let's find out.
We are done here.
What the fuck?
Coming!
Ridiculous. Fucking projectile guys are so inconsistent. Sometimes they'll do less than 5% of your health, and then other times it kills you in 2 hits. Like, I just don't get it. I see, oh, maybe it's just a regular bird. Seriously, bro?
Be ready.
Ain't yet! Ready?
Cool. Think I'm gonna fight dudes for that.
Over here.
Definitely want to get that.
You don't look too good.
Cool. I got bone there. Like how these wood shields are enough to make a freaking god bounce back from hitting it. Like, please.
Atreus, follow me.
Fuck you, dude. Jesus Christ. That's insane.
You two make quite a formidable duo.
Cannot believe that was that difficult to kill 4 dudes. There's a squirrel. Summons a spectral squirrel. Task here to unearth consumables. There you go. That could prove useful later on. What the hell's the point? Seriously? Still gotta find out the last Nornir sculpture, what do you want to call it? Fucker!
On my way!
Chaos crystal must have been just opening that realm tear. I gotta find the last Nornir statue, and that'll be it for this little island. I guess it also has that, but I'm gonna save most, if not all of those for after the game. Oh, that's right. I'll get that one again. Let's know huge deal. There's no where the other one's at. So over here. Here's that one. I don't quite remember where the other one's at. There we go. That's retarded. I'm gonna have to frickin'. It's dumb. That was not even worth the time. Regardless, I guess. A lot of stuff. I think it was stuff that really warranted, honestly. Hoping to get a freaking raid upgrade. Alright.
Come here.
Shine.
Why did you work for Odin if he's so horrible?
It's my career! And if you mean to make your career as a counsellor to kings, you can't very well rule out petty maniacs. Available positions are scarce enough. My first master was a cruel piece of work as well, but I learned through him the enduring power of wit, which served me well with kings and gods alike. I couldn't have been much older than you when I started. A fairy king's errand boy and unofficial jester. By night, my mates and I had the run of the forest. Good fellows they called us, knavish spites to the last. Get up to all manner of mischief, making fools of the local mortals. But as long as our lord was kept amused, we were spared the consequences. Oh. Then one day he was not amused, and I saw fit to move on. Thankfully, the ages and roads travelled since then have turned me from that merry wanderer into the paragon of virtue you see before you today.
On my way! I was exhausted. Another map. Bet we'll find something useful here.
I'm finding treasure maps a lot faster than I'm finding treasure.
Another piece of the language cipher. Good.
The final bone.
Yeah.
We might as well return them to the spirit. Maybe he will keep his word.
I know she's not coming back, okay? I know. I just... Never mind. I just gotta let you know.
Finish this up. And then I'll call that an episode.
Amir, how'd you come to be in these lands?
Lad, there comes a time in every man's life when he changes his name and heads north to make a new start. If you live long enough to do this many times over, you might end up as far north as this place. By the time I arrived, I already knew Odin by his reputation, and so I set to demonstrate my worth by coming to him with something I knew he'd value. A mystic well of knowledge. Or rather, I should say, a well of water laced with enough mystic mushrooms to make a god see visions. Oh, he was rightly impressed. Can't say for sure what he saw that led him to try gouging out his own eyes, but I managed to restrain him before he finished the job. Then I persuaded him it has been his sacrifice made for an even higher form of sight to be bestowed. Blah, de blah, de blah, de blah. I used to think he never caught on. But the day he took my eye, I realized he had never been fooled. He knew I'd outwitted him, called the lesson wisdom, and hired me to make sure from then on I was on his side. And for a long, long time I truly was. Doesn't mean he didn't hold a grudge. What's your left?
We have collected the rest of your woman's corpse spirit. Show us this magic you have promised.
Ah, my sweet Gulvik. Whole again. Rise, dear Gulvik. Awaken, oh powerful Gulvik!
Erni bukar bitjast.
She says she'll honor our request
Erdi fagna.
and reunite us.
Indaudo!
Okay, you were right.
It's
I'm coming to you. All right, say it. I told you so.
I told you so.
You are naive, foolish boy.
This is true as well. But do not take your disappointment out on me, boy. Take it as a lesson.
Yes, sir.
alrighty. There we go. I'm gonna call that an episode for sure, because this has gone on way longer than it should have. Didn't even get to any of the that's Niflheim, Hellwalker Crew, Fafnir's storeroom, and then Brock is the mine. So yeah, didn't do any of the dwarf quests, but that's fine. Explored some other areas, released one of the dragons, and then did the I'm forgetting the name of it, but the witch quest. So I'll call it for an episode. Thank you very much for watching live if you did. Thanks for tuning on YouTube if you do, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you very much.